ओम शांति, ओम शांति। बहुत अच्छे हो, मीठे बहन भाई सब भी प्यार से बोलो ओम शांति। वंडरफुल वंडरफुल। शांति वन में ओम शांति बोलो, पांडव पर ओम शांति भवन में ओम शांति बोलो। तो गीत में बजाता है वतन की याद आती है। पता नहीं ये गीत इतने अच्छे कैसे बनाए हैं। ओम शांति शांति धाम की याद दिलाता है। शांति धाम हमारा घर है, शांति का सागर मेरा बाप है। मैं कौन हूं? आगे बढ़ने में रुकने नहीं है, रुकते हैं।
The great mantra helps us to move further, to progress well. It doesn't make us
खुद रुकना और को रोकना, और खुद चलना और को चलाने में मदद करना।
but we have to give our cooperation in we moving further and making others move further. If we stop, others will also stop themselves. Because we are in between. And therefore I always say that one should not be hanged, the intellect should not be diverted, the intellect should not be distracted.
इंग्लिश में कर लेट को मैंने पीछे सुना समझा।
I learnt later, but everything should go naturally. So what shall I speak now?
Easy इशारा है।
So very easy signal. Dadi gave an easy signal to progress further. And let there be the knowledge of the drama.
बाबा की knowledge.
Let there be Baba's knowledge.
स्वयं की knowledge.
The knowledge of the self.
अंतर्मुखी बनो।
Become introverted.
स्वयं को इशारा मिलता है बाबा का।
You receive the signal from Baba to become introverted.
अंतर्मुखी बनने से बाबा खींचता है।
By being introverted, Baba's remembrance is pulled. Otherwise, it is not pulled.
जो आज वरदान में क्या था?
What was there in today's blessing? Today's blessing was really wonderful. So there is so much of power in the power to pack up. You all are sitting here, isn't it?
ऊपर ज्ञान सरोवर में जो आज मुझे किसने लिखा,
above in Gyansaro, somebody
पर जो तुमने बताया मुझे अच्छा लगा।
wrote to me that Dadi, whatever you have spoken regarding contentment, I like that topic very much.
क्या पुरुषार्थ करना है वो क्लास था।
So there was one class given by myself about the topic of contentment. I too like that topic very much according to drama. But that topic was really wonderful.
संतुष्ट रहने की शक्ति में मैं बोलती हूँ, आज समेटने की शक्ति पर समेट।
That day I spoke on the topic, the power of contentment. Today Baba said in the blessing about the power to pack up.
करते लगा 12 values है, 8 शक्तियाँ।
There are 12 values, 8 powers.
12 values है।
There are 12 values.
कोई ऐसा बैठा है, मैंने कहा भरत भाई बैठा है ये।
Brother Bharat is sitting here.
ऐसे 12 values।
There are 12 values.
और शक्तियाँ उसमें दिखाया है एक शक्ति।
And there are 8 powers which is depicted in the pictures.
Free. एक बिस्तरा चाहिए तो पेटी चाहिए, सोने के लिए बिस्तरा चाहिए, पेटी में
We have to be ready with the bag and baggage. We need the bed.
घर जाने के लिए बिस्तरा चाहिए.
In order to go back home, we need the bed. That means we need only few things, not much. We have come here to earn an income. The sins which have been accumulated has to be destroyed. So somebody was telling that while moving around, so many charitable actions are accumulated.
आज बाबा पहले मैं संतुष्ट रहने के आप ज़्यादा नहीं सपोर्ट करते हो, आप सिर्फ संतुष्ट रहने में कितना
फायदा है? I don't clear much about what is contentment, but one should have the power of contentment and the power to pack up.
सदा संतुष्ट.
Always remain content.
बस.
That's it.
तो संतोषी देवी का मैंने इतना पता नहीं था, एक माता थी. मैंने कहा ये थोड़ा प्रसाद खाओ, कहा नहीं आज मेरे को संतोषी देवी का व्रत रखती हो.
There was one mother. I gave her the offering of God, but she said no. Today I have the fasting of Santoshi Devi. That is the deity of happiness.
नहीं मेरा मैं हाथ जोड़ती हूँ.
So she joined her hands that she is staying in fasting.
ये मैं कभी भी व्रत नहीं छोड़ेंगी. ठीक.
She said that she doesn't want to leave her fasting because those who are on the path of devotion, they also keep fasting in order to make themselves content. Now, if we want to become the deity of happiness, then we should have the power of contentment.
ऐसे संतुष्ट कुछ कमी नहीं है ना.
Contentment means there should be no lacking.
तो जो आज बाबा ने
all the work has to be wind up.
कौन रहेगा?
So who will remain content? The one who are beyond body and bodily relations.
बहुत दूर चले गए. ये जन्म ही हमारा पूरा हो गया.
We have come from very far. Now our this birth has come to an end.
मैंने पहले भी सुनाया.
Earlier I explained.
डॉक्टर कब कहते हैं ना, भाई ये बीमारी जो तेरे को तेरे माँ को थी, बाप को थी. मैंने कहा कोई भी डॉक्टर की मैंने इस बात पर नहीं माना है.
Doctors sometimes says.
क्या मेरे बाबा का मैंने खाया इतना साल, क्या वो खून काम नहीं करता है क्या?
That do you eat of your fathers or your mothers? But I never talk about this matter because I don't eat of anyone's, because I have belonged to Baba. So whatever Baba will give me, I will have it.
मेरे माँ को ये बीमारी थी, बाप को नहीं. अभी भी जो आपको होंगी तो आपके बच्चों को नहीं होंगी, क्योंकि ये जन्म भी है ना. न मेरा कोई है न मैं किसका हूँ.
So in this birth, no one should be mine and I should not belong to anyone.
Ever ready बनने के लिए समेटने में माना जो
now it is the time to wind up.
जो किसी का भी देखने की बात पीछे की
whatever I may be having, but I should not have much attachment towards that.
मेरे को टाइम नहीं है प्लीज.
Because I don't have any time for that.
कोई बात देखने सुनने सोचने की.
There is no time for listening to anybody or to see anything.
कैसे अच्छा है यहाँ भी क्या सामने ये टाइम लिखा पड़ा है यहाँ.
The digital time has been fixed here in the Diamond Hall. So will I see the time or should I see Baba? Or should I see the 3 sparkling points?
चमकते ऊपर समय अनुसार बाबा के याद में.
So according to the time, I have to remember Baba. I am the star. Now it is the time.
कुछ बताया कभी मुझे कहा था star of hope.
To return back home, and somebody has said about the star of hope.
कितनी बाबा ने उम्मीदें रखी.
There are many topics like that.
बाबा उम्मीदों
And
से ये सब
Baba
स्टार
keeps
चमक
a
रहे
lot
हैं.
of hope on us.
गगन को देखो, आसमान को देखो, ये यहाँ देखो.
Should I see the sky? Should I see the soul? Or should I see this gathering?
जब लंदन में जीआसी में बैठती हूँ, यानी जो हिस्टोरिकल प्लेस है, तो जहाँ बैठती हूँ वहाँ सारी.
So when I sit in London in GRC,
हरियाली दिखाई पड़ती है.
so there are a lot of greeneries all around.
तो मैं दिखाई पड़ते, मैं कहते तुम ये देख खुश होती हो. मैंने कहा नहीं, वो मुझे देख खुश होती है.
When I sit there in the greeneries in between, so somebody asked me, are you very happy by looking at the greenery? I said, no, the greenery is happy by looking at me. So today Baba said that even in the desert there should be greeneries. Our drishti should be divine, our attitude should be divine. Let our drishti and attitude be the one which gives happiness to all. I have to wind up myself. I have to pack up myself.
विस्तार में जाने में, फैलाने में, ये भी चाहिए, ये भी चाहिए, ये भी चाहिए.
There are many who have the habit of expanding.
इतना सामान इकट्ठा कर देते हैं, बात.
They have so much of facilities and comforts with them. They just want to have the expansion of all of that. But that's not needed.
इतना पता नहीं क्या क्या कभी का. हमारे कमरे में आओ देखो.
You come to my room and see. There is nothing wasteful things in my room. Not even single. From the beginning, I don't have anything much.
जब मैं भंडारे में होती थी, अभी तो भंडारे में इतना भंडारे वाले सियाने समझदार है.
The kitchen people are so sensible and clever.
नाश्ते का काम उतारने की सफाई हो जाएंगी.
So the breakfast is ready on time, the lunch is ready on time, everything, there is a lot of cleanliness around. So within a quick span of time, everything is cleaned. The lunch is ready, and at the time of dinner, the dinner is ready. When I used to cook food, I used to teach someone in the kitchen. Maybe I'm cooking for 5 people or 50 people. So I should wind up my duty in such a way that I should not make the expansion of my duties. So maybe I may be cooking for 5 people or 50 people, but there should be not much expansion, so that later on it becomes a headache for us to clean up the kitchen. The intellect should be refined.
अभी आजकल यहाँ बहुत अच्छा है. रोजाना कपड़ा धुलाई होता है.
Nowadays here it is very good. Every day the clothes are washed.
पुराने जमाने में धोबी को कपड़ा देते थे 1 सप्ताह का.
In the older days, for 1 week we used to give the clothes for the washerman. He used to wash it and bring it back and give it to us.
जब हम ज्ञान में आए,
after we came to the knowledge,
अभी लौकिक नहीं किसी में देखते थे, लौकिक छोड़ो, जो अभी ज्ञान में आना शुरू किया.
I don't speak what happened in my laukik, but after coming to Baba's knowledge,
कपड़े इकट्ठे रखी है, भाई धोबी आएगा लेके जाएगा. तो हमको लगता था कितना बाबा ने अच्छा किया.
Baba has here given a very good system.
कराची में धोबी घाट बनाया. बच्ची चराते थे, रोजानी बच्ची चराते थे.
In Karachi, there was the washing department.
कपड़ा बैठ के हमारे साथ.
And there was one washerman. He used to wash the clothes
दूसरे निचोड़ते थे, तीसरा सुखाते थे, चौथा
So
इस्त्री
one used
करते
to
थे।
wash the cloth, the other used to squeeze the cloth, and the third one used to dry up the clothes.
हर कर्म करते भी बाबा ने जो किया अभी मुझे इजी हो गया।
Even while performing each and every action,
जैसे
Baba
बाबा ने
taught
किया
each and
कराया है
everything.
ना,
Whatever Baba had
ऐसे
done,
करते चलो ना।
the same thing I have to do it. That's it.
तो जैसे बाबा घरी गई मिसाल सन्यासियों का देता है,
So
दुनिया
Baba
वाले
many a times
हमारा
gives
मिसाल
examples of
देंगे।
sannyasis, and for the worldly
तो ये
people,
कैसे
Baba
है?
gives our examples.
जब ज्ञान छोड़ के कोई गए
When anyone leaves the
तो
knowledge and
लौकिक
goes
वालों
out,
ने
the Laukik
बड़ा उनको ये
people
तंग किया,
had troubled
ये
a
वाइट
lot
कपड़ा तुम्हारा यहाँ नहीं चलेगा,
that your white
कौन
clothes will
तुम्हारा
not be
कपड़ा
worn
धुलाई
at
करेगा,
home.
रंगीन कपड़ा पहनना
You
पड़ेगा,
have to wear color
खाना
clothes,
प्याज वाला खाना पड़ेगा,
and you have
प्याज
to
के
eat
बगैर
the
खाना नहीं बना
food
सकते हैं।
of onion and garlic.
देखो कितना बाबा ने, जो प्याज में खाना ज्यादा बनता है अच्छा, लेकिन बाबा ने कितना अन्न,
Onions and garlic taste more when you add that into the food, but here Baba has purified our food.
खावे बनावे खिलावे।
The one who cooks, the one who eats, the one who serves, all stay in Baba's remembrance.
खाना खाया था, यहाँ बाबा बैठा, यहाँ हम 4 लाइन में बैठे।
So in the history hall, Baba is also sitting with us, and you can see the picture that we are all sitting in a line and having our food. और अभी आप मधुबन में देखते होंगे, Baba feeds us, and now you can see in
इतनी
Madhuban.
वंडरफुल बात है ये।
These are such wonderful matters.
दिल खुश मिठाई देखो या तोशा देखो,
There are two kinds of sweets. So one is tosha, and the other one is the sweet prepared with milk and sugar.
मिलता है सौगात में,
The tosha is the sweet which you get at the time of taking gifts.
बंडा टोली बनती है ना।
So this sweet is prepared in the kitchen.
सब एक जैसे, कितना ढेर बन, हजारों लाखों बनते हैं।
Thousands and lakhs of sweet is prepared.
तो क्या था, एक बारी हम बाबा हम सब खा रहे थे,
Once what happened, we all were
बाबा
eating.
भी देख रहा था,
Baba was also looking at
मोहन थाल था,
what we were doing.
मोहन थाली था,
We had one more
तो
sweet
टोली
called Mohan
खिलाने वाली
Thala.
दे रही थी, तो
So
कोई चक्की छोटी थी, कोई
somebody was distributing that, and one was a small piece and one was the big
अच्छी
piece.
बात नहीं है।
Then Baba said, it's not good that one is given small piece and the one is given the big piece. But Baba said, maybe the toli, but the toli should also contain of equal size. So Baba made this system.
जो बाबा ने डायरेक्शन दी है,
So whatever direction Baba gave,
तो मैंने कल के जब भंडारी वाले भोजन बना
that was instantly implemented.
बाबा खाने के पहले भंडारी को बुलाता था।
So before Baba used to take his meals, Baba used to call the one who worked in the kitchen.
तो चलते फिरते
So Baba used to have a very sweet conversation with that one.
रूहानियत में रहना,
So
ईश्वरी स्नेह से मिलना,
while walking and moving around, one should have the godly intoxication and stay in
मुझे और कोई
spirituality,
काम नहीं है,
because the whole day we don't have any
मैं
other
समझती हूँ
task.
जो भी मिलते होंगे,
So whenever you meet anyone,
मैं क्या मिलेंगी, क्या बोलेंगी,
or whenever I
क्या
meet
बोलेंगी, क्या
anyone,
बोल
what will I
भले आया,
say,
अच्छा,
what will I
आओ,
speak to?
बैठो बैठो बैठो।
I will say, come, come,
एक
sit
बात
here.
वंडरफुल सुनाओ, शाम को
Shall I say one
जैसे
thing?
रेस्ट करती हूँ ना, 4 बजे के पहले तो नहीं जाती हूँ कमरे में, तो क्या था, सपना देख रही हूँ, हंस आई सामने,
So I was having a dream, and Hansa came in front of me. And I asked her, do you know what dream I'm seeing?
ठहरो ठहरो ठहरो, अच्छा बैठो 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 बैठो, फिर मैं ऐसे ऐसे, और सपना भी वही है, कोई आया,
It was the dream that
टाइम नहीं है ये, नहीं ऐसे नहीं बोलो,
Baba was saying, come, come, come,
ये लोग
sit
भी नहीं
here.
बोलते, दादी को टाइम नहीं, नहीं नहीं, बैठो बैठो बैठो,
So even I do say this, that whoever comes to me, I would say, come, sit here, sit here. So I don't lose my patience. And therefore it is said, oh human being, have little patience. So the virtue of patience also makes you sweet. So never leave your patience. Never become upset, otherwise you will never smile. You will never speak sweetly. Time is very delicate.
और हमारी जीवन अनेक आत्माओं का आधार है.
And our life itself is the foundation for others.
उद्धार करने के लिए है.
Our life is to uplift others.
पापियों का उद्धार, भक्तों का उद्धार,
upliftment of the sinners, upliftment of the sages, upliftment of the sannyasis. So our life is based
किसके लिए? उदाहरण.
To uplift others. Our life is an example for others. Is it okay? So this is the service which we have to do. You are not nodding your head, that means you have not understood what I said. So we are the foundation, we are the basis, and we are the example. And who thinks that Baba does service through you? We should do the service of uplifting others. Even those who are sinners, even they have to be uplifted. I have to be an example in front of them. I have to think about their benefit.
तो हर कदम में पद्मों की कमाई करनी हो तो ये बाबा ने सब तरीके सिखाए हैं.
Have multi-million fold income in every step. Baba has taught these kinds of method.
कदम में पद्मों की कमाई कैसी है? तो मैंने कहा क्लास में बताऊंगी क्या? अभी बताती हूँ, आज बताऊंगी.
So somebody asked me how to have multi-million fold income in every step. So Dadi said, I'll not tell you that in the class. I'll tell you now. So Dadi spoke to someone and shared these things. Sit peacefully and check yourself. Am I following as what Baba is saying to me? Even on the path of devotion, we wake up at Amrit Vela. Even in London, many big people come. There are some eminent persons in the world who are treated as VIPs. Even they come. So they would say that we get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, but we have the practice of getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So and they are told that they have to stay here in Madhuban for quite some time and just to see at what time we get up and how it will feel when you get up early. So many come here too at Amrit Vela. The one who didn't come at Amrit Vela here in this gathering, raise their hand. We're all present at Amrit Vela today in the morning. Raise your hand, those who are present. So everyone are lifting your hands. So if anyone doesn't come, that it doesn't look good. And secondly, Baba says, while walking, moving around, washing, drinking, eating, Baba says, have the constant remembrance of the one Father. I should not drink water, gulp water, but I have to drink it very slowly, just as Baba was drinking. So before we do any action, we have to follow Baba as what he has done. We don't have the time for wasting. So Didi was given the duty.
मेरी दीदी सखी थी, मुझे डर नहीं लगता था।
I was Didi's friend. I didn't get afraid of anything else.
है या जो बाबा की श्रीमत है उसके अनुसार
when Baba gives any direction on any Srimad, one should follow that accurately.
तो समझो किसी को फालतू बात करनी होगी,
if anybody wants to speak anything waste, then he will simply go on speaking. Then he will also tell anybody that see, you can't speak this matter with Didi or Dadis. So that will be not passed on to any of the seniors.
आजकल टेलीफोन तो ऐसा, मैं कहती हूँ भगवान ने,
we are Brahmins, so we should understand all these aspects.
लगाने का भी आदत नहीं है।
Nowadays we are having the telephones. Earlier we used to just scroll on the numbers and then we would have dialed and spoke to anyone. But now I don't have any habit of dialing. Baba had kept me safe.
दृष्टि, दिल, दिमाग, दृष्टि,
intellect, drishti and heart.
तीनों ही बाबा को देखो।
From all the three, you have to just look at Baba.
दिलवाला मंदिर में हम बैठे हैं।
We are sitting in Dilwala temple.
दिलवाला सामने बैठा है।
Dilwala, the comforter of heart, is sitting in front of us. So Baba is so wonderful. Baba's children are so wonderful. And we also didn't knew that our Dilwala temple would be such a good memorial of us. So from your heart you say, my Baba,
Meetha Baba,
sweet Baba,
प्यारा बाबा,
beloved Baba,
शुक्रिया बाबा,
thank you Baba.
इतना सब खेल रचाया है अपने आप, सभी
Baba created all this play. He himself had hidden.
सब कुछ करके
He himself has done everything. He himself is doing everything. He himself does everything. And he makes himself hidden. And he tells us that you have to do this. There should be no show of effort. The effort should be done internally. If you want to become exactly as the Father, then what you have to do? The more you stay beyond sound, you become worryless. There will be no worries.
अच्छा, अभी कल मैं सुंदरी बहन को बोला था, थोड़ा 2 मिनट परिचय दो।
Yesterday I spoke to Sister Sundari and I told her that she has to share her experience. In the beginning she used to sing a very beautiful song. She also engaged me with service.
तो मुझे कल सुंदरी सामने देखते पुराने दिन याद आए।
By looking at Sister Sundari, I remembered and reminded myself about the past.
भाई अभी अच्छा मीठा मिला, कहता है मैं भी जो गीत सुना सकता हूँ ना, तुम भानु को याद करती हो। मैंने कहा नहीं, भले 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 भले, ये हमारा शाम को मिलने का टाइम है।
So Brother Ramesh also will be coming to sing a song.
खड़े होकर आओ आओ ले आओ।
So before that we will have Sister Sundari with us.
न्यूयॉर्क वाली मोहिनी बहन का वंडरफul part है।
Our sister Mohini from New York is also having her wonderful part. So everyone are very good in making efforts.
मेरे से ज़्यादा बुढ़ी हो गई है।
And this one has become more aged than me.
तुम भी गीत गाएंगा क्या?
नहीं, आज 2 बजे रात को भट्टी कराएंगे, वो हम कहने के लिए आए हैं।
बच्ची बताएंगे, कराएंगे।
हाँ, वो बताएंगे अभी।
बहुत अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा। भले बताना।
1 मिनट में बताती है।
ये ज्योति है ना शायद। मैंने समझा तुम आए तो मैंने इसको ठीक है। हाँ भाई बाइक दो।
ओम शांति।
हाँ।
जिन्होंने अभी तक सौगात नहीं ली है, कृपया वो सौगात के लिए यहाँ से उठकर कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल में जाए।
भाई यहाँ पहले बैठो।
ओम शांति। आज सवेरे आप सभी को निमंत्रण दिया गया था कि आज रात्रि 2 बजे इसी हॉल में 2
Om
बजे से
Shanti.
4 बजे तक
You all were
ज्वाला स्वरूप
invited
की भट्टी
and
रहेगी
told that
और 4 बजे से
today
पौने 5
night
बजे
at 2
दादियाँ
o'clock a.m. we
तपस्या
will all
कराएंगी।
be
तो
having
आप सभी
bhatti
रेडी
or
हैं? 2 बजे आने
tapasya.
वाले
So
हाथ
are you all
उठाएं।
ready to come here in the
2 बजे
gathering
अखंड
at 2
भट्टी
o'clock
फ्लाइट
to have
2 घंटा एक ही सब
constant
थैंक यू।
meditation?
पायलट हम रहेंगे, हम ही आएंगे आपके लिए।
Okay, I'll be the pilot. I myself will come first.
नियम बनाया है हर बाबा के सीजन में। थैंक यू। यहाँ आओ, राम से लो, बाद में राम से लो, यहाँ आओ और मेरे संग रही हो, मुझे वो याद है।
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Sister Sundari speaks.
मीठे बाबा ने हमें भी वंडरफुल पार्ट दे दिया
Sweetest Baba had given me a wonderful
और
part,
शुक्रिया बाबा की है
and I thank Baba
जो हमें दादियों के साथ बहुत रखा।
that I was kept in
सबसे
the
पहले
canopy of
हमें
Dadi.
मनमोहिनी दीदी ने बहुत अच्छा पाला।
And first of all,
उनके पालना में
I
हम
stayed
पले
under
थे।
the sustenance of
और
Manmohini
साथ साथ
Didi,
जानकी दादी,
and along with her was Dadi
Chandramani
Janki, Dadi Chandramani,
मिठू दादी,
and Mittu Dadi,
सारी मोस्टली जो पुरानी दादी
all the Dadis who
मम्मा
were
की
before.
माँ जो रोचान संदेशी थी उनसे भी हम मिले और यशोदा मैया से भी हम मिले।
Even I met
ये
Mama,
हमारा wonderful
Yashoda
part था।
Dadi.
बहुत सी
So this
बहनें
was my
नहीं
wonderful
मिली, पर
part.
हम कैसे मिले ये भी हमारा पार्ट था। तो
I have met all of these. It's a very
बहुत ही
wonderful part I have received.
बाबा की और दादियों की पालना लेकर
I have taken a lot of sustenance from Didi and
विदेश के
Dadis,
अंदर भी हमें चांस मिला।
and even I got chance
दादी
to
ने तो
tour
हमसे
abroad.
बहुत प्रश्न किए, आप कैसे चलाओगे काम?
Daddy
लेकिन
asked me many
हमारी
questions
बुद्धि
as
बिल्कुल
how the
शांत
task
थी।
is done.
ऐसे
So
लग
I
रहा
said
था
the
कि
work
मैं तो
is done very
इंस्ट्रूमेंट हूँ, बाबा को
peacefully,
कैसे कराना है वो बाबा जाने।
because I knew that Baba knows
तो
how he has
सिंगापुर
to
में
do anything through me.
एक शब्द भी हम इंग्लिश का नहीं बोलते
In
थे।
Singapore, when I stayed, never
दिल्ली
I
बोर्ड
spoke
पास
even
किया था पर
a
इंग्लिश
language
बहुत
in
कम
English.
मार्क्स ली थी।
I didn't knew English
लेकिन
much,
बाबा ने हमको कैसे सिंगापुर में
but
सारा कार्य इंग्लिश में कराया।
Baba made whole
तो
tasks
मैंने
to be
नहीं
done in
किया,
English in
practical बाबा
Singapore
ने
when
ही
I
करा।
stayed there. So I didn't do
और 20
anything,
साल
but
के
Baba
बाद
made
फिर हमको बुलाया
to do everything.
तो फिर भी इंग्लिश में ही सारा हमने एक सप्ताह सिंगापुर में रहे
For
तो भी
one
इंग्लिश में ही कार्य चला
week I stayed
और
in
उसके
Singapore.
बाद मलेशिया
Everything happened
और
and worked in
इंडोनेशिया
English.
में।
And
तो
after
वहाँ पर
that,
बहुत करके
I traveled
topics ऐसे
Malaysia,
रखते
and
थे,
there were many
प्रश्न
topics which
उत्तर।
I had received.
बहुत अच्छा हमको लगता था। तो बाबा ने ये हमें अनुभव कराया।
So Baba made me to
करण
experience
करावनहार
that Baba
में।
is the doer.
ये हमने ग्रंथ साहब बचपन में पढ़ा था।
I had
तो
learned the
उस ग्रंथ
scriptures
साहब में
of
ये
Granth
आते हैं
Sahib,
शब्द
and there are
करण
words
करावन
which is
आपो आप
mentioned as Karan
मानुष को कुछ
Karavan
ना
Har.
याद। लेकिन पहले हमको समझ नहीं थी, हम
But
सोचते
earlier
थे
I didn't
सब
know
कुछ
about
वही
the meaning
कराता
of Karan Karavan
है। और जब
Har.
बाबा ने हमको ज्ञान दिया
When Baba
तो ये
gave me
अनुभव
knowledge,
किया कि ये
I
स्थापना
experienced
विनाश और पालना का कर्तव्य
that this is the
इस समय
task
बाबा
of
स्वयं ही हम बच्चों
destruction,
से
sustenance
निमित्त
and
बनाकर करवा रहे हैं।
establishment that
तो
which
बहुत
Baba is
अच्छे
making
अनुभव
through me.
विदेश में जाकर
So
हमको
many good
हुए
experiences have
और
been
भारत
experienced
में भी
staying in abroad.
बाबा ने
And even
हमको
in
माल्यनगर
Bharat.
में रहने नहीं दिया। एक सप्ताह रहते थे, दूसरा सप्ताह किसी दूसरे शहर में। जहाँ नया
Baba didn't
सेंटर
allow me to
खुलता था,
stay in one place
वहाँ
for
हमको
more than
बाबा
1
भेज
week.
देते थे।
So my
इससे
places
भी
were
हमें
every
बहुत
time
अच्छा
changed after a
चांस
week.
मिला। हम बहुत
So it was
बहनों
also
के
a very
साथ
good
रहे,
experience, and I
छोटी
have
बड़ी
stayed
सब
with many
बहनों के साथ।
sisters, with the
लेकिन
junior and the
हमको
senior
बाबा ने
sisters as
शुरू से
well.
ही लक्ष्य दिया था,
And from the
always see
beginning, Baba
father
had given
and
me the
follow father।
aim, see
तो
Father,
भले कैसी
follow
भी
Father.
संस्कारों वाली
No
आत्माएं
matter
थी,
what kind of
लेकिन
sanskars the
हमने
others have.
उनको नहीं देखा।
But I
हम
didn't see
सदा
them,
बाबा
but
को
I
आगे
always
रखते
looked
थे,
at Baba, I
इसलिए
kept
हम
Baba in front of
सबके
me.
साथ
And
रहकर
so
भी
even though staying
न्यारे
with everyone, I remained
और बहुत
myself
अच्छे
aloof and
अनुभव किए
unique.
कि मुझे
So I
कैसे
had a
रहना
very
है,
good
मुझे किसी को
experience.
नहीं देखना है,
So I had
बाबा
this in my mind that I shouldn't look at anyone but
इस
only look
प्रकार
at
से
Baba. So in
दादी
this
के
way,
साथ हम अहमदाबाद में जब शुरू हुआ था
in the
सेंटर,
beginning when the
तो
center
दादी
was
के
opened in
साथ भी
Ahmedabad, I
3 साढ़े
stayed
3
with
मास रहे।
Dadi
और बाबा की रोज वाणी थी
for 5
हमारे
to 6
पास।
months.
रोज बड़ी टेप चली थी उन दिनों
And
में,
we had
बाबा
Baba's Murli
भेजते थे।
recorded in the
तो
tapes,
दादी
and that was
हम
followed.
लोगों को बहुत अच्छी प्रैक्टिस कराती थी। एक टॉपिक देते थे
Dadi made
और
us
योग
to have a
कराते।
very good
उसके
practice.
बाद
Dadi
उस
used to
टॉपिक
give
पर
us a
15
topic,
मिनट बोलना है, फिर
and
बाबा
Dadi
की
would
बात।
tell us that we have to churn on that
ऐसे
topic
करते
and then
हुए
take a
हम
class
बाबा
on that
के,
topic.
दादियों
So
के
in this
इसमें
way,
बहुत पले
with
और
Baba,
बहुत
with
कुछ
Dadi, we
सीखे।
had taken a lot of
तो
sustenance.
आज दादी ने कल कहा था एक गीत सुना।
So yesterday Dadi told me that I have to
का?
sing a song.
बड़े अच्छा गीत सुनाती थी।
Dadi says that she sings very beautiful songs.
पुराना गीत सुना।
It's a very old song.
कौन पिता है, कौन है माता,
Who is the mother? Who is the father?
दे बालक जग से नाता। मम्मा हमारे पास सरोजनी नगर में आई थी।
Mama had come to
सेंटर
us
तब
in
पहले शुरू
Sarojini
में खुला
Nagar.
था, तो उन दिनों में ये गीत निकला था।
This is the song which was played at those times.
उसका ओपनिंग करा था, जिसमें एक तरफ ये गीत था
And the new center was opened. On one side was this song, and on the other side it was Have patience, O mind, have patience.
कौन पिता है, कौन है माता,
Who is the mother? Who is the father? The one who wants to remove the relationship from the world.
अंदर काला ये दुनिया मकरी का जा।
This world is like a cobweb.
ऊपर उजाला
Only show off from external
अंदर काला
and all worst inside.
ये दुनिया
This world is like a cobweb.
जाला उलझ उलझ कर रह जाता जो, उलझ
There are a lot of confusions.
रह जाता जो, इनकारों में घर है बनाता।
The spider creates its home by being trapped itself.
कौन पिता है, कौन है माँ,
Who is the mother? Who is the father?
छोड़ दे बालक जग से ना।
So leave all your relationship from the world.
दादी ये पैरा अच्छी,
Om Shanti.
ये वाली अच्छी है, एक ही।
एक और thing भले सुना।
She wants to sing one more song.
तृष्णा मिट नहीं पाए, जूं जूं बुझाए बढ़ती जाए।
The desire of the mind is never removed. Every day the new desires come up.
मिट नहीं पाए, जूं जूं बुझाए बढ़ती जाए। योगामृत का एक ही प्याला, योगामृत का
There is only one nectar of yoga.
जन्म जन्म की प्यास बुझाता।
The one which quenches the thirst of many births.
बालक जग से ना।
So, O child, leave the relationship of the world.
कौन पिता है, कौन है माता,
Who is the father? Who is the mother?
छोड़ दे
So, O child, leave all relationship of this world.
मेरे बाबा तुझसे बंधी है मेरे
My Baba, I am bound with you.
मेरे की डोर
The string of my mind is bound with you, O my Baba.
भी जाऊं
Wherever I
हर
go,
पल अब तो जहाँ भी
wherever I go,
जाऊं हर पल अब तो
every
ध्यान
moment
है तेरी ओर
I only remember you,
मेरे बाबा
O my Baba.
तुझसे बंधी है
The string of the mind
मेरे
is
मन
connected with
की
you.
डोर नैनों में बसी तस्वीर तेरी दिल में है
I have your image
तेरा
in my eyes and your remembrance in my heart.
मिट्टी फरियाद हुए आबाद
The sweet
अपना
memories
हर
of yours
दिन
lives in my
हर
heart
एक
forever.
रातें ऐसा रिश्ता अपना बना
I
है
have such a wonderful relationship
जैसे
with you.
चांद चकोर
Just as
मेरे
there is
बाबा
moonlight in the moon.
तुझसे
O
बंधी
my Baba,
है
the string of my mind
मेरे
is
मन
connected with
की
you.
डोर हो गए हो मेरे जन्म
You're my
जन्म
companion,
के साथी
and you're my companion for birth after
साथ
birth.
निभाने आ गए
You
हो
have come to maintain the
हर सुख
relationship.
देने ओ मेरे
Oh, my
साथी
companion, you have
जब
come
से
to
मिले
me to give
हो
me all kinds of
इस
happiness.
जीवन
From the day you have
में
met me,
कैसे
I
आई
have belonged to you.
और मेरे बाबा
Oh, my Baba,
तुझसे बंधी
the
है
string of my mind
मेरे
is
मन
connected with you.
की डोनक हो गया अंतर मेरा रोशन हुआ है
Now there is splendor inside me, and there is splendor in the
चमक
world.
उठा है भाग्य का तारा पाके तुम्हारा
The star of fortune is sparkling.
बीता ना कभी ऐसा वक्त जो ना
I have
जाना
not
हो
passed such
मन
time,
मोर मेरे
and the mind dances like a peacock.
बंधी है
Oh, my Baba, the string of my mind is connected with you.
मेरे मन की डोर जहाँ भी जाऊं
Wherever I go,
हर पल अब तो
every moment,
जहाँ भी जाऊं
wherever I go,
हर पल अब तो
every moment,
ध्यान है तेरी ओर
there is your knowledge with me.
मेरे बाबा
Oh, my Baba,
तुझसे बंधी है
the string of the mind
मन
is connected with you.
डोर मेरे मन की डोर
The string of the mind is connected with you. Om Shanti.